Hi again, this is Megan England, Teen Librarian at the Atlantic City Free Public Library, and this is the last video in our Makerspace unboxing series. And today I've saved the best for last. We are going to be unboxing our MakerBot Replicator 2 3D printer. So this is probably the coolest piece that we're getting, and I'm really excited. Nobody has seen it yet, and everybody's been begging all week, so sorry. I'm also going to show you a couple other little odds and ends that didn't fit into any of the other videos too. So let's start out with the 3D printer because I'm excited. Always read the manual. Alright, this is our MakerBot Replicator 2 3D printer. So this prints three-dimensional objects by heating up little pieces of plastic that come on spools like this. It feeds through the tube on the top here into a motor that liquefies it and lays it down into really thin layers. So it builds up a three-dimensional object layer by layer. It's really cool. It can take a while to print something depending on how big it is, but I think you're all going to have a really great time experimenting with this and seeing what kind of cool things you can make. 3D printing is like the big hot new technology right now. It's used in all kinds of professional fields like engineering and medicine and things like that to print organs, to print prototypes for inventions, to print parts for machines. It's a really versatile technology. This is a very tiny, very simple gaming console called the Ouya. The Ouya is an Android-based platform. So what that means is it can play pretty much any game that works on an Android phone. Which doesn't sound that exciting. I mean, why would you want to play phone games on a console? Besides, some people just like consoles better. I'm one of them. But what's really cool about this, and the reason it belongs in our makerspace, is that it comes with the development kit and the ability to upload games that you create to the console. So if you're into making video games, you can design your own game, upload it to the console, and then any teen who comes in and checks out a controller can play your game. It's pretty cool, actually. We also got an extra controller for it so that two people can play at once. So if you aren't quite 13 yet and you're thinking like, man, all the teenagers get all the really awesome stuff here, we did actually buy a few things for you too. So for people who are about, 7 or 8 to 12 years old, we bought a bunch of little kits that are going to start teaching you the skills that you're going to need to use a lot of the stuff that's in the makerspace. One of those kits is this. Just kidding, this. How many times am I going to do that in all of these videos? This is called Snap Circuits. So it lets you build your own little microcomputer, and it lets you just snap together all of these little parts, kind of like Legos, to make something that is actually a working little computer. So it's pretty cool, actually. It's pretty simple. Along those lines, we also have Little Bits. And this is a very similar concept, little pieces that snap together like Legos, but you can make a working electrical circuit with it. So it's actually really cool. We also got a few other kits as well. The Ruminate dollhouse, which is not here yet, but it's a dollhouse that you can actually hook together working fans and lights and things like that. And we also are adding to our Lego club the whole Lego Robotics Mindstorms kit. So that's going to be really, really cool. Alright, and essential skills for makers include using tools. So we got some basic tools for use here in the library. We got a cordless drill, really important. Using a drill is a basic life skill, and I hope you'll all know how to use one by the time we open the makerspace. And we also got just a basic homeowner's toolkit, so things like screwdrivers, hammers, ratchets, simple stuff that you should really know how to use by the time you're an adult. And of course, we're doing a lot of electronics and computer-related programming with the Makerspace, so we got a computer toolkit. This is a 90-piece toolkit that actually one of the first events we're going to do with this is we're going to take a bunch of old library computers and rip them apart and see how they work. So we're going to be using these tools for that. There are actually a few items that haven't arrived yet, but I put a list down in the description of what hasn't come yet, and actually some video links so you can see some of this stuff in action. If you want to see how a 3D printer actually works, there's a link. We're also expecting an Arduino and a Raspberry Pi, and those probably sound like really crazy words that mean nothing to you, but they can actually do some really cool stuff, so there's links for those as well. So thanks for sticking with me all week while I make all of these videos. I hope it's as exciting for you as it is for me to get to, see all of this cool new equipment that you're going to be able to use in just about a month's time now. Can't believe it's already almost a month away. So I can't wait for our grand opening on April 4th, 2014. It's the first day of spring break here in Atlantic City, so I hope that I'll see all of you there at 2 p.m. There will be cake, I promise. All right, this is the Ouya. So this is our Ouya gaming console, and I put some links down in the recording.
Hello. He's crazy. He's really crazy.
We can't see him on the camera.
Man. Last, he liked this book and he